Hello again. I hope everyone's having a great week. I have been promising to do an updated skincare video for a while now, and I'm finally doing it. I'm gonna just show you the products that I use and just briefly explain why I use them and how they work. And if you guys have more questions, just leave them in the comments and I'll look through them and answer them. And I'll also have a blog post on missmaven.com going through more details about the skincare products that I use. I'll start off with my cleanser. The cleanser I'm using right now and have been using for a while is the Murad Clarifying Cleanser. It is an acne cleanser. And though my acne most likely comes from hormones, I still use this because it's mild. It kind of makes my skin tingle afterwards, and I don't get that like tight, really squeaky clean feel after. It's really mild. This is definitely a winner. If you have acne prone skin, highly recommend this. In the last probably 4 or 5 months, I had just been experiencing really bad acne. It was all around here and it just came out of nowhere. So it was like pretty devastating for me because like I take really good care of my skin. Why is this happening? And then I remembered good old retinol. I'd been using retinol a couple years before. A dermatologist in Long Beach recommended it. He said that it's good for wrinkles and for acne. It kind of takes care of both. However, retinol is also kind of a controversial product because if you don't use it properly, it can actually damage your skin more. And what I mean by that is that retinol makes your skin a lot more photosensitive, which means that the sun could give extra damage to your face if you're not protecting it. So if you're using retinol, you really have to up the sunblock usage and make sure that you're using the right amount. Too much retinol is gonna just make your skin dry and peel. There's a lot of peeling involved with retinol. I went ahead and got myself the Retin-A Micro, which is the prescription strength retinol product, and this is 0.1%, which is pretty high. And the thing with this is you never just put it directly on your face. I usually like to mix 1 part of this with 2 parts of just a really mild moisturizer to dilute the retinol product. Now, when I started using this, sure enough, my acne started going away, but I didn't want to keep using this Retin-A Micro because it's just retinol, so I went to Murad and I was like, hey, do you have any retinol products? So they gave me these two, the Time Release Retinol Concentrate and the Complete Reform. They're similar in texture and consistency. This is a little lighter. This is a bit more creamy. Now this one says for deep wrinkles and it's like a kind of like a pen form. So it's meant to be used only on like certain parts, like around your crow's feet and maybe a little bit on your forehead. But I just use a little bit more and apply them to the areas where I would get wrinkles or I typically get acne. And then I go over it with the Complete Reform, which again is a lighter formula, and then I follow with my moisturizer, which I'll share in a minute. So this is my retinol routine now. It's working out really well for me. So I still get hormonal breakouts, but nothing like before. Before it was like, it'd be that time of the month and I'd break out like crazy and then I'd spend like 2 weeks getting rid of that acne, and then a week later it was time to, you know, restart the cycle. So it sucks. And now for my nighttime moisturizer cream. I have been talking about this since my very first skincare video. It's the Ole Henriksen Sheer Transformation Cream. To this day, I don't know how it works, what about it makes my skin so nice, but it's just like, I mean, it's light. It's a very light cream. It is a cream, but it's very, it just makes my skin, like I wake up in the morning and my skin, whether I'm using it with other products or not, sometimes I use it just by itself after I cleanse if I'm like lazy, but it just makes my skin look smooth and glowing. It's got the vitamin C complex, licorice root, and pea extract. That's about as much as I know about this product other than it kicks ass. Another product I want to share from Ole Henriksen is a more recent discovery, but it is also a favorite. It's the Lemon Strip Flash Peel. The first time you use it, you feel like your face is going to melt off. It is kind of intense, but again, it's just that first time. After the first time you use it, all the subsequent times, you're fine. Your skin is already adjusted to it. If you do have sensitive skin, I would not recommend jumping right into this. The fact is, I have been using glycolic acid, lactic acid, all these different products for years, so my skin is accustomed to it. So if you've never used an acid product before, don't start with this. But if your skin is accustomed to acid products, I highly recommend this. It's really awesome. It's a gel form peel, and I just use it maybe every 2 weeks, once every 2 weeks. It just kind of, like I said, I get those tiny bumps all over my skin and I want it to look nice and smooth. So in between facials at the actual spa, I use this to just do a little mini resurface on my skin, and of all the at-home peels I've tried, this is my favorite. All right, moving on to my morning routine. So after I cleanse, I give my skin a couple of pumps of this. This is another product that I've been using since day one. You'll see it in my first skincare video. It's the Ole Henriksen Truth Serum Collagen Booster. It is another vitamin C product, and it just, if you want glow, this is it. This is the product. After you cleanse, put it on, and it gives you that lit from within look without even having put on makeup yet. So kind of gives you this nice glowing base to start with. And then I follow with the Murad Essential C Day Moisture, which is, if you can actually see through the bottle, it's almost done. I'm almost out, and I just got a new bottle. I'm so excited. This is one of my holy grail products for skin. I never had one day cream that I finished and bought again. I was always trying different ones because I never really found one that I loved. Some were just too greasy, some didn't hydrate my skin enough, some just don't feel good. This right here is everything. It's a lighter formula, but it hydrates really well. I put it on, my skin glows. It just has this, it sinks right in, it doesn't stay on the surface of your skin and make you look greasy. It's got an SPF 30, broad spectrum protection. I will continue using this. This is just, I found my day cream. I just won't use anything else. All right, now that I'm done sharing the products I use, I also want to share a few tools that I use. This is a sponge that I use to cleanse my face. I'll put my cleanser on it. It's the Eco Tools Pure Complexion Sponge. When you open it, it's like hard. It almost looks like a pumice stone, but then you run it under water and it becomes squishy. This is the one that I use, and there's also one for sensitive skin. I am stocked up on this stuff and I love it. It just kind of gives you that extra exfoliation when you're cleansing, even if you're using a mild cleanser. So great product. It doesn't irritate either. Okay, on to the next tool. I have a steam machine. I know, I'm insane. But it makes sense. It's not that crazy. So the story behind this guy, I can't even fit it into the frame. Here it is. You see it right there. The story behind this is I went to an Oscar party back in February, and I got a gift card in the gift bag to QVC. So I was like, whoa, what am I going to get from QVC? And I just started looking through their skincare stuff and found this bad boy. I've secretly always wanted a steamer in my house. I mean, you see them when you get a facial, and it's like this big giant machine. But this, not even gonna lie, it is very much comparable to those big machines that you see when you're getting a facial. So the steam comes through this spout, nozzle, whatever you want to call it, right here, and then this is the reservoir. Pretty easy to use. It's by who is it? Dr. Dennis Gross? Yes, Dr. Dennis Gross. I've actually tried his Alpha Beta Peel wipes from Sephora. Really good product too. So very happy with this. If you find yourself with an extra $100 and you want something a little bit extra for your skin, I usually use this when I put on any of my masks or peels. I'll put them on my skin and I'll just point the steamer at my face. It just opens your pores and allows the product to get deeper into your skin. And if you have any blemishes that you want to extract, you can do this first and kind of prepare it. So yeah. Well then, I think that about covers it. I'm looking around. I have a ton of other skincare products that I've tried, that have been sent to me to try, and they're just kind of sitting there. I try to test out as many as I can. But, you know, these are the ones that I use. These are the ones that I consistently use, that I've seen good results with. So these are definitely the ones that I wanted to share with you guys. So I hope this was informative. If you have other questions about any of the stuff I talked about, leave them in the comments. And of course, check the description box for all the products. Coming up, I've got a fashion haul. I'm just going to show you guys some of the stuff that I've bought recently, some of the stuff I'm loving. And of course, look forward to more tutorials. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.